Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at arklatex I'm meteorologist Josh Marces. Happy Friday to everyone. We've made it to the end of the week here, and we've made it to the day that we'll start to definitely see some changes with the weather pattern, so a lot to update you on for the next week. But the bottom line today is going to stay very comfortable. Our temperatures at sunrise this morning, not as cold as we have been throughout the week, as we'll likely be in the 50s at sunrise. The change today, we will stay partly to mostly cloudy, so all the sunshine we've enjoyed this week. And we'll still see some sun today, but we'll be seeing a lot more cloud cover drift through as well, and your high temperatures will wind up in the mid-70s, upper 70s for a few locations a little bit later today. So we are going to stay comfortable today as well as tomorrow, but you can see our next frontal boundary. It's basically stalled out at this point. We've got some upper level energy that's going to swing across the country this weekend and kind of nudge that down through the Arklatex, but we're drawing in all of that Gulf air ahead of that cold front, which is why we're seeing a little more in the way of cloud cover today, but it doesn't look like we will see any kind of rainfall chance for us, even though Futurecast trying to pop up a few showers out there. I do believe we'll stay dry, so don't expect that we'll see any rain. Partly to mostly cloudy through the afternoon and evening. Lows tonight will be in the 50s and maybe a few areas in the 60s, so if you're headed out to the high school football games this evening, we will likely be in the upper 60s at kickoff and maybe low 60s in the fourth quarter, so some comfortable but cool temperatures for those games out there. For Saturday, we're still living under the clouds here. You notice Futurecast does show just a little bit of rain trying to pop up. Maybe a possibility for us, but I've basically just left it out of the forecast here at this point. Looks more likely that we'll see the rain kind of push in with our next cold front on Sunday, so what we're expecting at this point is to see a little rain early in the day across the I-30 corridor, and it will be just that, just a little bit of rain. If rain does make it down to Shreveport, it would be, it's looking like after the noon hour on Sunday. I think it will be a little bit cooler across the northern Arklatex in the 60s on Sunday. The rest of us, including Shreveport, will likely spend another day in the 70s, but be a little bit cooler on Monday as we dry out briefly as we have our next cold front on the way late Tuesday and into Wednesday. Rainfall totals through the middle of the week. This is taking into account the cold front late this weekend and an additional front Tuesday, Wednesday. Not too much rain to be talking about here, maybe a quarter to a half inch if you will kind of look at Futurecast here. So we don't expect any heavy rain, but I will say as we get into Tuesday evening, if the cold front comes in, we do have the potential to see maybe an isolated severe storm threat. It's not looking like there will be significant ingredients for severe weather, but we can't really rule out maybe a strong storm or two that could bring some high wind or hail perhaps late Tuesday into early Wednesday. We should see most of the rain taper off early Wednesday, so if you do have some Thanksgiving travel plans on Wednesday, maybe dealing with some wet roads in the morning, but we should dry out through the day, and Thanksgiving Day looking pretty amazing at this point, as we'll likely have highs in the upper 60s, low 70s. Partly cloudy next Thursday, but it looks like some rain maybe returning to the region late Friday and possibly into next weekend as well.